Yesterday, 21 Pilots played their second show out of their 6-show run in South America and Mexico, replacing Blink-182. Last night, they were at Chile for Lollapalooza, and it was a great show. It was on YouTube, so I got to watch it. And if there's any replays, I'll make sure to link to it down in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comment. But it was a great show, some technical issues, however, I still enjoyed none of the less. The set list was the exact same thing as night one, a very shorter set list than usual that didn't have Mulberry Street Level Concern or Saturday, and also featured a Blink-182 cover, but they changed the cover up. Night one, they covered all small things. Night two, they covered first dates. So very cool stuff, but one thing had a lot of people talking, and that is Tyler's shirts. Now, a lot of people looked at this and noticed that it looks like that the Blurryface paint is going down his shirt, almost like it's draining of some sort. Now, again, a lot of people, including myself, wrote this off because typically Tyler and Josh will switch up their outfits for festival shows. They don't have a set uniform like they do for Icy Tour and Takeover Tour. And in fact, Josh wore a different outfit both nights. However, Tyler had a similar shirt again tonight to where, again, it looks like that the Blurryface paint is draining. It's around his shoulders, it's around his collarbone area. So, is this lore? That would happen twice in a row? I'm leaning towards yes. And if not, we're gonna speculate on it anyway, because that's just what we do. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well, and hope it continues to go well. Here is the possible lore about the Blurrypaint shirts. Let's get right into it. Firstly, a quick little refresher. What exactly does the Blurryface paint represent? According to Tyler, like Blurryface, it represents his insecurities, and specifically what it feels like when his insecurities take the best of him, which is a feeling of suffocation, which is why he paints his throat black, which is why he paints his hands. The stuff that he creates, his piano playing, his bass playing, and the stuff that he sings, all related back to his insecurities. In context of the Dema storyline, take no further look than the jumpsuit music video, where we see Nico riding on his white horse all the way to Tyler, get off his horse, walk up to him, reaches out his hands, and applies that paint to his neck. And then they just walk. They're walking out of trench, and Tyler willingly follows as if in a trance. Of course, this is broken up by the Banditos, and then Tyler falls over and then just getting drugged back to Dema at this point. We know this process to be called smearing. Clancy's journals do talk about this, specifically if you turn to 01807 Moon 01, it says this, and I quote, "The only significant light I've seen has been in the eyes of those smeared. Such a curious sight to see the bright-eyed strangled by the darkness of the bishop's hands. As their pens fades, so dims their memory of something more." Basically, what smearing does, from my understanding of it, is that it's representing the bishop's stealing the good thoughts. It's stealing the good memories. More specifically, life outside of Dema. If you escape Dema's walls, the bishops are going to come and get you, as we see in the jumpsuit music video. And the Blurryface paint represents them stealing all your thoughts outside of Trench. They want you to forget about the outside world. Just remember what is in Dema. It's a forced surrender. It's saying you're hopeless. And my understanding is that the Blurryface paint doesn't fade away. I think that it stays on, considering Clancy is talking about people around Dema with the Blurryface paint on still, those who are smeared. And we don't know if that has been people who have been brought back yesterday, weeks, months, maybe even years ago. Maybe this paint doesn't fade away, which is why we see Tyler with it in the Blurryface era, in the Trench era. In the Scaled in Icy era, because that paint doesn't fade away. And it's also an excuse for Tyler to keep doing it, because that is kind of his thing. It makes him stand out from every other performer out there. He's the guy with the paint around his hands and his neck. Now, an interesting observation is that on night 1, the Blurryface paint went all the way down to his sleeves. The sleeves all the way up, back up to his neck. But on night 2, it just stayed towards his neck, collarbone area. Of course, I don't know why he did this. No one knows why Tyler did this except for Tyler, Josh, Mark from Real Bear Media maybe, and maybe people from the sideband. But this is still a pretty interesting thing to note about this 2-night process. When he does this again for night 3, I wonder where the paint is going to be. Will it be going up more so, and will just be almost like a collar, rather than go out more towards the shoulders, but just get closer and closer towards his neck until there's nothing? Or will it go back down to his sleeves? Or will it be a full black shirt this time? We'll just have to find out. So now we get to this. Why was Tyler having Blurryface paint on his shirt? Why? Just why, Tyler? Why were you doing this? Could it be that he's just feeling more insecure about himself, being that it's his first show back since the Brazil show, and he wasn't originally meant to do this, was meant to go to Blink 182, so he feels a bit more pressure there and putting more Blurryface paint on? I don't think that's the case, because I know 21 Pilots, they absolutely love performing. And I know a lot of people down in South America and Mexico want to see 21 Pilots, because man, they really miss 21 Pilots. So I don't think Tyler is feeling more insecure. However, I do think that there is something more going on. To me, this is Tyler just drawing more focus to the Blurryface paint, because we kind of forgot about it, really. We caught up in so many other aspects of the lore lately that we kind of forgot about the Blurryface paint. We remember started talking about it during the Message Man and Rituals, but as soon as like we kind of got used to it, we just felt about it. Like it was still there, it was still a prominent thing, but we just kind of put it on the back burner. And this is possibly Tyler just redrawing attention to it, and possibly this whole little 6-show run is just drawing more focus back towards the Blurryface era. Because just take a look at the merch they have on sale. It's the Blurryface red stuff, and the one hoodie is especially interesting. The one that has the Heavy Dirty Soul quote on the back, which is Keon's song, that Bishop who sacrificed himself in the outside music video. Death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit, with the Tyler and Josh skeleton keys on the back, which were all first reintroduced in the Blurryface era. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. And you have what looks like a screenshot of the Heavy Dirty Soul music video, as friend of the channel Dema pointed out. You have a lot more focus towards the Blurryface era, where the Blurryface paint was introduced. Basically, what I'm getting at is that this could be Tyler subtly confirming a theory about how the Dema storyline is going to end. And that is going back to Heavy Dirty Soul. It's the Dema storyline going to end with Tyler entering a car, so the cycle can continue once again, because that's how mental health ultimately works. You never conquer it. It's always going to be there in the back of your mind. That cycle is going to continue, and to break the cycle in half ultimately is for the Bishops to win, which is not good, considering what the Bishops want, for what Vialism wants. This could be Tyler's subtle way, drawing more attention towards Blurryface, putting a specific song quote on a back of really the only song that's referenced in any of this merch for these shows is Heavy Dirty Soul. That's the only one with the skeleton keys. You can make a argument for Rebel Red Carnation, but those are roses. Those are in fact roses. Doing more research on plants, I'm not a botanist, I'm a musician, but those are indeed roses. So this could be Tyler's subtle way of hinting that yes, we're going in a cycle, we're ending with Heavy Dirty Soul. And right now, there's no way for the Bishops to have control because Tyler and Josh, as we last saw on the Ice Tour, they are far away from Dema. They are frolicking through the snowy mountains, making friends with blue doors and entering them to and fro, while the Bishops are putting out fires and Dema trying to explain why, oh, hey, your district kind of doesn't have a bishop now. Oopsie whoopsie, you're gonna be my people now. So the Bishops can't have any control over Tyler or Josh at all. It doesn't make sense for them to. And I can't really think of any other explanation than it's Tyler just drawing more attention to the Blurryface era. I guess you can say that it's just Tyler swallowing his pride, I guess, but then if you're swallowing his pride, wouldn't that just go down towards his stomach? Or him just refocusing it on other parts of his body? I don't know, but that's my thoughts, and I know a couple of other people out there think the exact same way. So I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another video Justin listens to. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I worked from 7:30 to 8 tonight. Oh, fun stuff. I'm going to bed. I'm exhausted. See you all later. Goodbye. And good night. More importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.